This is how I chill normally. Alright, good morning everyone. It is 9:45. It's my day off today. It's basically my rest day. And I am quite happy because I weighed in with 91.1, which is my newest low. And on Monday, I'm gonna have my actually 1 week's worth of, weight loss. Showing you, weight is going a little bit. And yeah, I'm not a poser really. I'm trying my best here. As I said, guys, I'm going to the gym for my off day. Now, first of all, I want to clear that up just quickly. Why off day? Well, it's pretty simple. If you put that much stress on your body, you do need to make sure that you give yourself a bit of a rest. I know it's a challenge, but I'm also not stupid. So I'm listening to my body, and throughout the week I realized, because I need a lot of extra sleep in the afternoons, I decided to change my challenge a little bit in terms of 6 days on, 1 day off, keep going until we filled up the 30 days. Now I'm gonna find a nice little coffee spot, and I actually might have some breakfast. So we're in the middle of London, and you've got these nice little alleys here, which are, private. People are living here, some of them are actual offices and stuff. But I just thought I was just gonna show you, because it's sometimes so nice and quiet to walk here rather than on these crowded, packed main streets. Little tip, if you ever come to London and visit. It's a travel vlog today. Nice little old car. I feel like in a James Bond movie right now. A large cappuccino, really nice. Shout out to Apostrophe. And you can get some free water, which is really cool. And they put in some lime or citrus fruit, which is really nice. It's coming. Thank you. That looks good. Yeah. Strong man can hold it with one arm. And we're gonna go to the best spot in the restaurant. Which is right over here in the sun. I think this is like an egg Florentine sort of thing, which is really nice. This looks good. Yum! This is really good. I normally find it hard to get like scrambled eggs or something like that. So what I did is I went to, and this might seem a bit weird for some Westerners, but in London you can get packaged peeled eggs. And obviously packaged chicken. So I'm gonna have a mix of this as my breakfast. And yeah, enjoy the sun a little bit, and I hope you guys do the same thing on a Sunday. Alright, I want to answer a question which I just read, because I'm answering your ones here on YouTube again. So Faith is asking, Mark, I read that doing the same workouts every day with no rest shows less results in the long run. Is that true? Well, with everything in terms of working out and getting in shape, it's always about progression. There's something called progressive overload, meaning that when you work out and you stick to the same routine, at one point your body adapts to that sort of stress and won't have to adapt anymore, because you're at that maintenance level, so to speak. That's why you see a lot of people run on the running machines and treadmills and so on. They don't get any further results because they don't increase the speed or the incline or, you know, do intervals or anything. They just stay at their pace and keep going. And that worked in the beginning for them, and they saw results popping up. But then later on, they sort of stagnated in their thinking, like, what's going on? So you always need to make sure that you keep progressing it and progressing it. Now in my 30-day challenge, obviously it's a 30-day challenge, and everybody adapts differently. So it might be that you need 60 days or 2 months to adapt to your workout routine you have currently. But most of the time, you will see that certain exercises you get stronger quicker and other ones the other way around. So you have to play it by hand, really, and by feeling. Because you're right, it is true that you have to sort of, you know, change up your workout routines every so often, every 2 to 3, 4 weeks maybe, to keep challenging and progressing your body. Alright, I want to talk about a comment I just read from Zaya, and see you, have a good day. So Zaya was asking me, she said, well, Mark, you know, I watched your 10,000 calorie challenge and I felt a bit guilty by eating my cereal in the morning, and she doesn't understand how you can sort of eat all of this food. And she felt guilty, and this is something, when she said guilty, like an alarm bell rang off in my head, because food in itself, and this is the problem, people feel like, I think the reason why people feel guilty when they eat food is because we label foods in the wrong way. We label foods like something like a treat. And if you think about a treat, every time you treat yourself, you should feel guilty, right? Because a treat is something you do once in a while, and if you overtreat, then you sort of feel guilty. And the feel of guilt is very counterproductive to what you actually try to achieve. And I'm a very big believer that your body and your feelings are very much linked to how you will get results. Now this might sound a bit ridiculous, but your body is not just your body in terms of, you know, food in, calories out, and that's it. The way you feel about food is an interesting topic. I read a lot about it and a couple of studies as well that actually show that if you feel sort of like negatively towards food, the food you eat can impact the hormone balance in your body, which hormones are released, how you digest your food, and in general, how much you're going to be eating of certain foods or not. And to be fair, you know, I actually have a couple of clients. If you believe more what is written in all these glossy magazines like Man's Health and so on, then you're sort of on the wrong track, guys, because these people who write these magazine articles, all they do is they interview sort of a person, and then they just pick and choose whatever that person said and write their article, because they want you to feel like, you know, you got some value out of it. What is it really? You want results quick, and that's what the producer or the writer will write about. They will say, eat this magic food and all of a sudden you will drop 10 kilos. All this bullshit, right? And that's where the problem starts. That's where we all start to feel guilty about foods, because that is what's propagated in our society. So what I'm saying is, I want you to not feel guilty about food, and that's why, for example, when you do intermittent fasting, that can go really wrong if you don't eat any food. Like if you feel guilty eating certain foods. Like you've just seen me eat this little bagel, right? But at the end of the day, I don't feel guilty. I actually really enjoyed it. But I also know it's not a big deal, right? Because it's not going to impact my weight loss. But if you now eat this every day, and 3 of those in the morning and at night, then you have a problem. But eating these things once in a while is not a problem. Now, I hope that makes sense in a way. So it's about making a good connection to food, seeing food as fuel, seeing food as something which will serve your body and not harm your body. That's really it. Right, so I'm in the gym now. I'm actually seeing a client, and then afterwards I'm going to do some stretching, and I'm going to go into the sauna, which is quite nice. Alright, so I just finished with my client. It's now 12:30, and I decided to do some stretching now because it's my off day. I'm not going to do any sort of exercise related, you know, strength or conditioning work, just a bit of stretching. And yeah, I'll just put you on the side so you can have a bit of a look what I do. It's probably stretching and mobilizing, it's not just stretching. Sorry guys, I just realized my battery's empty, so I need to switch cameras now. Yeah, so I'm in Oxford Street. I'm actually I finished now in the gym and I'm now looking for a t-shirt. Welcome to London. So if you have no clue what Oxford Street is about, it's sort of the main shopping street in London, where everyone comes to on a sunny day like this. People skating. Yeah, I didn't have any luck yet. I didn't find a t-shirt, so I'm just basically browsing around, and we're in Soho. So the nice thing about Soho is that you have all these fancy little art shops, which are really cool. On my way home really, because I need to cut another video. I've got my food sorted, it's all in the fridge, so I don't have to worry about that. I might have another coffee. What do you think of my outfit? You like my outfit? It's a Sikh protest of the Sikh community. The Indians again. Whew, I'm back home guys. It is so freaking hot outside, let me show you. It's like super sunny, which is great, you know? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I basically ran out of battery, to be honest. That's why I need to run home so I can continue my vlogging, which is really a pain in the bum because if it's nice outside, you shouldn't be inside. So you can see it on my shoulder. It's like a workout in itself, carrying my freaking backpack. But today is my off day, so I don't know, I don't feel like an off day. I felt like I did a whole bunch of exercise. So I'm in editing mode now. I've got everything set up here. You know, you need to improvise sometimes if you don't have a big office. And I'm actually having my coffee as promised. And then from the protein house, I got something called vegan truffles. It has 1.5 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of fat. I'm gonna hork them all down. It's like 3 of them. I wanted to show you how I broke up my 30-day challenge, and this is my calendar, and this yellow bar is sort of my 30-day rep challenge. Now we started on the 30th, right? And these are 6 days, and this is my rest day. This is the day today. So we've got 4 rest days, and we basically have all of this is exactly 30 days, which will end on the 2nd. Broke it up is I have 6 days back to back doing the 1,000 reps, then I have 1 day of rest, which is always the Sunday. Then we have 6 days again, 1 day Sunday off, and that keeps going until I've done 30 days in total, and that will finish on the 2nd of July. So make sure you stay tuned. This was my first week. I also stopped taking this medication, you know, for the hay fever. And funny is, ever since I stopped taking it and I started doing proper diet and doing my exercise again, I don't have any symptoms. I'm sort of free, like a little bee. Funny, I don't know if it's funny, I think it's actually really interesting that my body really responded so quickly with the immune system going down, eating all this shitty food, doing no exercise, you know, and then taking all these drugs. It really put me into this fully unhealthy state, and I didn't really like that, so I'm glad I'm back on track really. Found a spot where I'm going to be answering your questions again, and I got myself a cappuccino and a little brownie as well. So that's part of my diet. Today is more or less like a full day of eating, so I'm actually filling in on every single piece of food I'm eating. So the brownie is like 300 calories, and the cappuccino maybe 100, 150, something like that. So this is basically my dinner today, and I think I showed you that before. This is chicken, avocado, and asparagus, sweet potato, avocado, chicken, steak, and asparagus, some grated cheese, and a massive salad. So that's basically my my dinner. I started already eating it, and yeah, I think that's like, these are like 400 calories, 180 calories, something like 300 calories. I don't really know, nearly 0. So it's not that much, but it takes some time to eat all that stuff. And that's basically my dinner. Yeah, I'm tuning out now. Again, leave a like here, make sure you share this video, and any questions, you know, you've probably seen already, I answered a lot of them, so make sure you ask me questions because I'm the guy, remember? So see you tomorrow.